Morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Tuesday, the 29th of June. Hello, Susanna. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Mel. How are you doing? How's the house and everything? I just wanted to do a little extra show. I'm getting away from business stuff and reselling stuff a little with Brunch Bunch, and I don't want to lose that. I want to bring that back. I've been looking at doing it at night, probably bringing back the 5 o'clock show, and doing more interviews. But there's just been so much happening between opening up a booth at the antique mall and getting stuff for that because I didn't think I had enough bigger stuff. So I've been stocking up for that, working on that, plus eBay. And now I'm expanding into Macari and Poshmark a little. Hello, Joyce. So I figured I'd just come on, do a little reseller talk. Hello, Stephen. Hello, JRKR 1964. Hello, Susanna again. Hello, Mel. So if anybody has any questions, hello, Misha. How are you doing? If anybody has any questions, thoughts, or topics you'd like to bring up, I am not a end all be all. I don't know everything. I've been doing this eBay thing now since it was Auction Watch. So was that 26 years ago? But they change so often, it doesn't make a difference how long you've been into it because of all the changes. It seems like it's new every 3 to 5 years. So if anybody has any questions or thoughts, I can share a little bit. If you don't know, I could share a little bit of how my booth is. Open with photos. Have you ever done a bundle on eBay, working on a huge glass bundle? You mean separate items that they just bundled together with the same vendor, the same seller? Is that what you mean by bundle? Let's see. Share. There's no audio, I don't think, but share it anyway. So this is the booth. Hi, Joy. How is Sandy this morning? Send her kisses and fluffy hugs. Thank you. She's doing her best trying to sleep. She said this morning she tried the bed for a few minutes. She tried the couch, the lounger. With the shoulder, it's very hard to sleep and, laying down and not having to touch anything. Misha, yes, I have, Misha. I'm pretty, how do you say it? I'm pretty vicious, negotiating, I guess you want to say. If they have something I like, I go into their store and I see if they have more of that. And then I just say, well, first the question is, do you combine shipping? Yes, great. I already know they're overcharging for shipping on the one piece. So how much would you do for all these pieces shipped to Orlando, Florida? Then they come back and then we just start the negotiation. What do you mean all of them? I mean, you have 10 listed. I'll take every one. What would you do for me for a bulk price? Shipped. And that's just the way I do. I've done it a few times. It's just, like in real estate, we call it the art of negotiation. Why does people go by eBay prices when they want to sell, or what's the best way to price something to sell? It's the market, Stephen. It's like anything. Your car, your home, you price it by the market, what the market will bear. Now, I recently purchased, I think I mentioned it on the Brunch Bunch show yesterday. I was bidding on a Donald Duck book. And let's do this. I was bidding on a Donald Duck book from 1937. And there was two people, me and someone else, really into it. He would bid 30, I would bid 40. He would bid 50, I would bid 60. And that's the way it went. All of a sudden, someone in the chat, this is on a Facebook auction, someone in the chat put, oh, they're selling on eBay for $279. I got pissed. And I said, what they're asking for and what they're selling for are two different things. I said, you'll notice none have sold in the last 90 days. And there was 3 listed. One for $279, one for $479, one for $720. There's no telling what it will sell for unless you go in and research it more. You can go into, we have it on eBay. I forget what it's called again. I very seldom use it. It's a free service, but the easiest way I find is go into Google. You know, if you have a scanner or whatever you're looking for, just type in the UPC number, or if you know the title of what it is, like this is 1930, so there's no UPC. Donald Duck book, Whitman, 1931, and all the listings came up, and from places you never even heard of before, even in Europe and Asia and stuff. So I figured the book is worth $300. So I stopped bidding where I thought I could still make money on it. But yeah, the guy should have never put anything in that. And when I see the auctioneer, because this is a guy I pick up from, he's a couple hours away, I'll tell him, you know, you really shouldn't allow that in your chat. He understood. He says, oh, I know. But, well, what the hell did you say it for in the first place? Sorry, my chat wasn't moving. So, Misha, if you heard my answer about negotiating. Hey, Julie, how are you? Hey, Flippin' Accountant. Justin, can you get in touch with me? Because I want to see if you and I can go on maybe one night and discuss this new IRS thing that's happening. There's my email. Hopefully it went into the chat. But not only that, I developed an Excel sheet that I think is pretty extensive. And I just want to talk over some business stuff with you also, that maybe you could bring out some pointers that would help resellers. And I know you can't give specifics and that stuff. It's just a thought. I know we did it. We did an interview once, but I'd like to know if you're interested in doing something again. But I was just showing, like I said, I wanted to come on. No, don't remove, add. I wanted to come on and just do a little bit more business talk. I know a lot of times it bores Julie. We're still doing the Brunch Bunch. Des wasn't here yesterday because they're traveling people. They go out and do camping almost every weekend, which is really nice. Back by Silver, how are you? Let me just, Justin, back by Silver, good morning. Misha, yes, I'm carefully negotiating because it's glass and it can't be shipped all together. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. I mean, how would Corel and Mikasa and stuff like that, how would they sell their stuff if it didn't get shipped all together? If you have to pay a little bit more to have the person go to the UPS store or the U-Haul store to pick up one of those boxes with the foam containers, where you put each piece of glass in its own little foam sarcophagus. It's worth it. If the glass is expensive, it's worth it. So don't ever think that it can't be done. There's always ways around it. Stitchit, good morning. So I think I'm caught up. The new IRS thing. Did Biden's no profit allowed law pass? It's this thing now that the government gave the IRS permission to look into everybody's transactions over $600 or more. So I listened to Clark Howard. I listened to a lot of business talk radio and stuff like that. And he said it's going to be devastating to some small businesses because the easy way to look at it. Hello, Just Me, Kathy. Good morning. eBay's trying to get everyone on managed payments. Managed payments is good. So far, it's good. I've been on it for a year now, and it's good. I have mine come out, every 3 weeks. I'm not one of those that needs it every 2 days or whatever like that. So, all of a sudden, I'm going to get a deposit for $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. They're going to see that now. So that's concerning, as he put it. That's concerning. I like this, Paul. Business talk is great networking for resellers. Love it. Thank you. It's not for everybody. I know that. I've, being a broker and stuff like that, I've always loved teaching. And I'm a kind of, what did my old broker call me? A sponge, because I'll go take in as much information and then I like to present it out to people also. Even when I wasn't a broker, I was the one that did the technology training in my Coldwell Banker office for all the agents. I thought I lost a couple of hours. No. Yeah, Fishing, stop that. You're my dude. Kathy. Does the IRS have the power to anal check us all? They do now. Well, the way it was put by CNN had it on, I think it was either Saturday or Sunday. The government has to bring in money because they keep printing money, is what it comes down to. We have to pay for that somehow, and we're all going to be paying for it somehow. Increased taxes here, increased taxes there. It's going to be devastating if they do away with or put a tax on the sale of your house other than what you pay already. So, there's a whole bunch of stuff that they're talking about paying back because all they're doing is printing money, printing it. That's why people are talking about the gold standard, that our money's not going to be worth anything in the future. Some of it's conspiracy theories, I know that, but things we have to worry about. How about they just stop wasting money? Exactly. CNN is fake news to me. Well, they're just reporting what the president passed as a law. That's all. Scary times for business with this guy in the White House. I heard he was trying to pass a law requiring taxes be paid before reinvestment. Yep. Would destroy stocks, house flipping. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So, as a lot of you don't know, I'm kind of a can't sit still type of person. I need challenges. I need more challenges. That's just the way I am. So I opened up a booth at an antique mall. And I haven't presented any videos setting it up. Like these racks, all these white racks, these are all IKEA racks. And I had to build them all because they just come in a box. But it was the most inexpensive way to do it. I know the other day this sold. This is a, hopefully you can see where my mouse is going. The Kodak, what do you call it? It's a insulated picnic basket lunch thing. Sold that the other day. Sold the 2 Star Wars things. I'll put it this way. By the second week, we had already paid the rent for the unit. Now, was it tomorrow's the last day of the month? Tomorrow's the last day of the month, and we just about paid the next month's rent also. So I guess it's working well so far. It's just a matter of keeping it stocked. Like this, when I left that day, this was empty. We hate this. We hate this t-shirt rack because we feel it's too high and it blocks stuff. Because over here is the doorway, an opening to the rest of the place. I'm sure Normal's coming back, Jen. And then there's another room back here that people can go to. So we didn't want to block it. T-shirts are selling, though. Like I have a whole bunch of the Disney shirts. I have a whole bunch of the Harley Davidson shirts. This is like day one where we're building it. Oh, I did this fast type of thing where it just shows us building, taking them out of the box, putting it up and building it. And when they say that the camera adds 50 pounds, they are not lying. I mean, I am one FB, that's for sure. So that was, I think, I don't know, one day. Have all the bath bombs and stuff that I got from the, whatchamacallit, the ASD booth. Everything's gone up. I stopped by McDonald's, sourcing trip to VA Beach. Nice. Virginia Beach, nice. There's a couple of toy stores over there that Jeebus talks about that I would love to go see. That sells a lot of old toys. Hide. Let me do this. Let me put this on Facebook. If anybody wants to come in and chat live, there it is. Probably destroying everything that's gone up. Fishing. Just a quick check-in to say hi before bed. Oh, wow. All right. Thanks for coming in. Sydney, Australia. Thank you for coming in. We flipping good stuff. I love that. So there's other booths. These back here are awesome. This vendor back here has blow molds. If you don't know anything about blow molds, blowmolds, BLOWMOLDS are good money. I was interested in these horror ones. $250 for Frankenstein. I don't know if you could see it, huh? Sold all those the other day, the M&M plush. $250 for Frankenstein, $250 for Dracula. I wasn't interested in the witch. Then they have more on this side for Halloween, pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern and stuff. Some are faded, but I'm telling you, she had, I think it's a she, because she owns this booth and this booth. The funny thing in this mall, people own more than one booth, or they have more than one booth. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. Hey, Alexis, how are you? I will stop, but you never convinced me that the person in the White House elected legally. Lex Casual Flipper, hello. And I think I'm caught up. I'm just showing some of the pictures of the booth that I did. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I'm looking into switching to card shop so I can get a vendor to deliver to my business and sell unopened. Mel, good luck. I've contacted 3 distributors of sports and non-sports cards. They can't even keep up with the demand to keep their current customers happy, is what I was told. Yeah, crazy. Those things are going nuts. But good luck. That was just in Florida here. And of course, one of the distributors is in Massachusetts that I used to use. Don't give up. Toy stores in Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is a 3-minute walk from me. Oh, nice. They don't allow access to drive over the state line. Oh, wow. So just like I said, if you have any questions, these are hats, which not happy. Definitely not happy. That's Sandy. That's like one of the days we were still setting up. That's Maddie having a pup cup. That's Fantastic Four. That's Venom. And you can see it's getting more and more stock. This piece here, I have 2 of them. And I didn't want to originally purchase them to put on Amazon, this piece here, but the shipping was ridiculous. So I had them. They've been here I think I've had them for 2 years. I looked up the price. Currently, they're selling for $275. This is 4 feet wide or 42 inches wide. So I put it, I think, at 175 or something, 150, something like that. Alexis, this is a antique mall booth that I did. And I was just, like I said, I just did the stream just to start doing a little business talk. I think that's it. Bring this back. Just to do a little business talk. And I figured let me show the booth. Oh, JR, if you didn't hear, the first 2 weeks, the booth paid the rent. Now, tomorrow's the last day, and I believe I have next month's rent all paid already. Yes, Florida, Central Florida. The booth, though, is near, it's 5 minutes from the coast, like Cocoa Beach area. How's the booth? Yeah, I went to a guy's shop yesterday. He had so much, told me how to go about to get it. I went to a card shop last week for the first time in years, and this guy had so much stuff. They had the Mandalorian cards in a tin, small, thin tin, with Grogu, child on it. And Sandy said, "How much is that?" It was $169. I know it didn't come out at that price. Thank you, Mel. I have more stuff going up. I try to put more stuff in every day. Well, not every day, every week. You opened it at a great time. People getting out all over. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, more and more. I know more and more people are going out, going sourcing. They're finally able to get out of the house. So even if they can't, they want to. So they're trying to do like just even going shopping and stuff instead of doing the delivery service. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, just put them in the chat. Yesterday, Julie brought up a good thing on the Brunch Bunch. We were talking about auctions and what do you think about the membership, a membership fee? Because there's like Jeebus does it, and what's it? Auction Nuts, Storage Nuts. What is it? Locker Nuts. They do a membership fee. There's a couple of resellers that do a membership. I think it's 99 cents a month or $4.99 a month, but all you get is an emoji. I've been thinking of doing it, but giving you more than just an emoji, giving you some programs that you could use, doing member-only videos, like motivational videos or membership streams where people can get together and talk about challenges and stuff like that. That's what I was thinking. And then, of course, if you're a member and you buy at one of the auctions that I do, give you either that fee, whatever it is, $1.99, $4.99 off your purchase, off your shipping, I think. So that's something I've been throwing around for the last 6 months, actually. Yeah, I have a question. Anybody want to buy my entire reselling inventory, stock up for the holidays, one-stop shop? What are you not going to sell anymore? I put the link in. I know it probably, because of the chat, it probably left fast. And I don't remember. I think you used to sell a ton of jewelry, didn't you? There, the link is pinned, right? How come it didn't pin? Live chat. There it is. The link is pinned on the top. Oh, okay. So you like the idea. If you want to come in and tell people what you have, I mean, there's not many people in 15, 4 or 5 people on different Facebooks. If you want to come in and tell them what you have, you never know. People are always looking for inventory. The inventory I look for lately is, I'm out reselling. I'm out of reselling totally now. Hold on, need to get my computer. Okay. I'm looking for big stuff to make an impact in the booth, the way it looks and stuff. The small stuff is a little hard to do it because, for one thing, it's not a manned booth, so you don't want anything to walk away. And if anybody was shopping for Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day, Walmart had great deals. Target had great deals. I picked up, 20 items, I think, for resale. And I'm bringing them all up to the booth, I believe. I think I put one of each. I bought multiples of everything. I think I put one of each on eBay. And the rest I'm just bringing up to the booth. I know, because a lot of times people ask me what's my eBay store. Just have to log in. Now I'm reselling. We got a good lag going on YouTube. Where are you? Sell. Oh, Julie and Susanna, if you're still in here, let me know. Or you can come in if you'd like. I just wondered did you finish all your shipping yesterday? I finished all my auction shipping, all my eBay shipping, got to the post office 4:45, just before they were going to close at 5. There's my eBay store if anybody's interested. That's the kind of stuff that I have that I'm selling, which is almost everything. We bought an old antique half circle case Sandy's going to use to put all her jewelry in at the booth. I just have to get the lock changed out because now it's an old skeleton key lock, which is pretty cool. But anybody else have any questions or, like I said, I don't know everything, but I do try to keep up with stuff, and I'm always trying new things to get my stuff sold on eBay. Now with the new, I'm doing Macari now and Poshmark. I just hate it because I have my VA do that for me, and because he's in a different area, when I log in, that they see it's in Central Florida. When he logs in, it's wherever. Or we stopped your login until you confirm this is you. Yeah, I gave him permission.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I kind of pulled myself in the old working from home YouTube fashion.
So what are you doing now?
I'm doing jewelry, a lot of jewelry. As a matter of fact, this whole pile is stuff that I'm just finishing up and getting ready to put out in couple of different storefronts. I have what's it called, like a spa, I guess. Oh my God, look at me, I'm a
Okay.
wreck. Um, yeah, a spa that is my fiance's sister's. She works there, and she said that her boss said that we can put some stuff out there for no commission, which is great.
Nice.
Um, and
Nice.
then I have a spot that is like, it's a magic shop, but not like a trick shop. It's like magic treasures. It carries the stones and the sage and all the homeopathic stuff.
Yep.
So she's gonna rent me. It's like a hanging shelf of three
Yep.
shelves. She wanted to give me this whole hutch thing, and I'm like, I don't have that much inventory yet. So
Okay. So this is everything you're making everything?
I am making everything. Like if it can be made, I'm making it. Like if it's a clasp, I'll make the clasp. If it's a earring hook, I'll make the earring hook. Like I made that whole thing.
Okay.
I made
Yep.
the coil. Everything that's not a bead is
Yep.
what I made.
Okay.
Um,
Hey, Vintage
and
Memories. Thanks for coming in.
oh, I'm sorry.
No, I just said good morning to Vintage Memories.
Oh, good morning. Hi guys.
So that's what you're doing now. You're gonna put your
Yeah.
stuff out and at retail spots.
Right. Like this is a child's, I guess, a communion bracelet or something,
Yep.
but that's 10 karat plated. And, I try to use only high quality, actually, I do only use high quality materials. And I dropped off a project that I was working for a client yesterday for her mother. It was her birthday, and it was really cute. She opened it up and she goes, you wrap things up so nicely. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, after the amount of time and effort I put into it, it's kind of like, I
Yeah.
might as well.
Right.
So look at me. I'm
Nice.
such a mess. Oh my goodness.
So you're not in Leominster anymore, huh?
I'm going back and forth. Actually, the shop that I'm going to be putting the three shelves at, that's in Fitchburg, Leominster.
Okay.
So
That's just past Framingham, right?
depending on which direction you're coming from,
It's past Route 9. On Route 9, after you hit Framingham, it's just up. It keeps going
heading
more.
into the center of the state, right?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I moved into a new office, which my other office, I don't know if you remember, was up over the garage
Yep.
on the other side of the house.
Yep.
And it's a lot nicer because like I don't have to share the space. It's really just my office. I get to set it up exactly how I want it, and it's nice. It's refreshing.
Nice.
So
Cool. So what kind of stuff are you trying to sell out of?
oh, good question. That's an excellent question, actually. I have a few people that were interested, and I don't want to leave them out, but I have just about everything. I have ephemera, I have collectibles, I have clothes, I have games, books, toys, videos, video games, household goods, like literally an entire eBay store.
Right.
So what I would like to do ultimately is sell it off to one person to make shipping that much easier.
Right.
But I've come down to the point now where if it ends up having to go off in specific lots like household or arts and crafts or whatever, I will do that. I would prefer not to, but anybody that's going to buy the whole lot is going to get first preference.
Right.
I guess.
Well, I don't know if you've caught any of the times I'm on in the morning.
I'm not up in the mornings.
Okay. we are going to do a meetup somewhere in Massachusetts, or we were talking, there was a couple of us talking about maybe doing it at Mohegan Sun.
I shouldn't go there, but I will.
Well, I know Julie's coming up from Ohio to Massachusetts. Paul Philly Flipper, he said, "Yeah, gee, if you do it at the casino, I'm in."
Well,
And
that's
it's
kind of my
kind of
problem.
like, yeah, it's kind of like, well, Mohegan Sun being where it is in the center of the state, people from Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, New
Right,
Hampshire, Maine,
right.
it
It's not that
might be a
far.
good
So
thing, right?
I think right here from my house, I'm probably an hour and 15 minutes, I think. So
Yep,
it's not bad. I definitely would love to be in the loop about that. But I mean, if anybody wants to, even if I don't go, if anybody wants to reach out to me,
yeah. Put
um,
your email in the chat.
sure.
Like I'm just thinking of it because if I know Julie's driving, I think
Yeah.
Paul will be driving.
Vintage Memories. I don't know who that is, but they seem to be interested in ephemera. I have a lot
Yep.
of like old banknotes from like the 1800s.
Oh wow.
Um, they are in pristine condition. They are, uh, I mean, they're beautiful. They're all handwritten. It's before they had checks and
Right.
stuff, and they would use those notes to transfer
Yep.
money from person to person. So they're
Yep.
really cool. But my grandfather used to work for Barry Savings Bank, and that's where we came across them. There's some other stuff that I'm holding on to, which is really, really nice. But
Nice. Nice.
um, that's stuff that I've been told specifically, you are not to sell that. So I said, okay, that's
That's nice.
fine. All right, let me get my.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be there too. I'm coming up because we're going to be staying with our son for a couple of weeks anyway.
Oh, you got family up here too?
All my family's up there. Yeah.
I didn't realize you still had family up here.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why we want to move back.
You are
It,
moving back. I didn't know that.
yeah, that's because it's all for me, and well, it's basically it comes down to it's all about family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be interested in toys, as you know, all the time. Um,
Yeah.
but especially if somebody's driving and
Yep.
they can come back because I know everybody's going to want to go sourcing. Because the big thing for me is I love savers. We don't have savers
Yeah.
in Florida.
You don't.
We don't. No.
There's a few of them up here.
Oh my God! When we go, I hit probably 4 in a day.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I love them. I love
What's
the way
your
they.
boat name? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Paul.
No, I love the way when like action figures and loose, they'll put them all in the bag, staple them, and put one price
Right.
on it instead of just throwing them all in a bin and
Right.
kids are slobbering all over them and stuff.
Yeah, I like that about their plush too.
Yep. I
Yeah,
don't
they do
really
that.
get into
They throw it in a great big bin, or they throw it in like a plastic bag with a couple of other little ones.
Yep.
And
I say I don't get into plush, but at the local auction, I just bought, I think, 10 vintage Disney Goofy plushes and one Donald Duck.
really,
Just to put in the booth. I know
yeah,
I'll never get enough on a YouTube auction.
yeah, and that's kind of why I got out of auctions. Other than the fact that it was really very stressful for me.
Yeah.
It was very high pressure. I have very high anxiety anyway, so in order to try and sell on the fly like that it's very high pressure. It's good money, but it's high
Yeah.
pressure. So
Yeah. Well, there's a lot. There's a lot to it.
Yep. It's a quick nickel.
Right.
But
Exactly.
it's something that is my mental health. It really got down to, is my mental health worth a quick nickel? That's what it all came down to.
True.
So I said, that's enough. I do love YouTube. I love the YouTube community. I
Yeah.
love doing YouTube, but I just couldn't do the auctions anymore, and I needed to step back and take a minute.
Right.
Vintage Memories. What is your storefront name? For
Probably
what?
talking
For
about your eBay
eBay?
store.
I'll grab the link because it's
Yeah.
technically my father's store, so I don't know what the name is under, but
Okay.
I can grab the link. So
And Mel is asking you to call her.
I will certainly, girl, for sure. You have been on my list for quite some time. I've been trying to get a hold of her. We've been playing phone tag. So every time I get a chance to call her, she can't answer. And then every time,
She calls you, you don't answer.
that's right, I
No, I
can't.
know. I do the
Sorry, I'm in
same
the
thing.
middle of clicking.
But hey, if
Right.
anybody has any questions, Lexus is looking to get rid of her inventory for online selling. And then if you're in that area and you want to meet up, we're planning a meetup sometime in the next couple of weeks, actually, in the
Really? It's
Massachusetts
that
area.
soon?
That soon, yeah.
When is it?
Hopefully, we haven't. I don't think we've firmed up a date yet, a firm date yet.
Okay.
But hopefully, I'll be up there. It all depends. Sandy, my wife, just had surgery on her shoulder, so it's just all going to depend on
Yeah.
how she feels. Because we drive every time we go home. We drive because we take the dog with us.
Yeah. It's a long drive.
Long, boring drive.
It's really hard to do by yourself. So
Yeah, I did it a couple of times, but fell asleep on the road a few times.
oh no, that's scary because it can happen. I drove down with somebody, and somewhere in South Carolina, I was like, and he was
Yeah,
sleeping.
yeah.
So I was wake up, please wake up, like before I fall
Yeah.
asleep.
Oh,
So
I'll never forget. We were at the San Diego Comic Con, and the show had ended, so we packed up the show. I hope I'm still alive because the chat hasn't moved at all.
I
We
believe you
packed
are, but
we packed up the show Sunday night. We finished. We had already checked out of the hotel, and we were going from San Diego, making our way to Hollywood. And by now, all we had to do was pack the pallets, and then the trucking company takes them back to Massachusetts for my buddy. And we're driving to Hollywood. I have to drive. I'm one of those people that just have to drive. And he's passed out. And all of a sudden, I slammed on the brakes. I swerved, and we're on, in LA, the highways are like 5 lanes long. Thank
right, so
God there was
scary.
nobody else there. I had fallen asleep, and what a scare. He never fell back asleep. He said, "Are you okay?" And we did make it because I think
Yeah,
from San Diego to LA was a few hours. But yeah, that was the scariest time.
nerve-wracking. I can't remember my password. I'm trying to remember my password. I haven't forgotten you, Vintage Memories. I promise. I'm trying to get there. So it shows you have 18 people here. So
Okay. Yeah.
you're still rocking and rolling there, Paul.
All right. Yeah.
Um,
Anybody has any questions, let me know. Like I said, we do the brunch bunch in the mornings, Monday,
mm,
Wednesday. I think we're just going to do Monday, Wednesday. I'm not sure. We're still talking that over too, because now in the north, where
who's that? You and who else?
Julie, Des, and Susanna. Susanna's probably close to you. She's in Fall River.
Yep. Okay, so that's about an hour, 40 minutes to an hour, I think,
Okay.
for me, something like that. Because I'm like right center in the middle of the state.
Right.
The state.
Yep. So we do. I think because now it's nice in the north. Fridays, everybody goes sourcing and estate sales and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we decided not to do Friday anymore, but we're still talking over and firming that all up also.
Yeah. So Yeah, it's hotter than hell up here.
Yeah, it's
I
hotter there
have,
than it is here today.
I have the whole place shut down. I'm running as little electricity as possible. I'm just trying to keep it cool. I gave my cats some ice cubes and um, just gonna take it chill today. Really.
Yeah.
Um, what's the temperature down there right now? Because it's like
80.
in my room, it's 79 degrees.
It says 80. Um, let's see. Let's see if it updates. 81.
Yeah.
Cloudy 81. 60% chance of rain like every day.
What part of Florida are you in?
Right in Central Florida. I'm 30 minutes from Walt Disney World.
Okay. Okay. Because I've been looking at properties. I have tentative plans of moving,
Yeah.
actually, myself, not my family, just me, buying property and whatnot. And if that does come through, I'm going to end up maybe either in Florida or Texas, possibly Pacific North. Not sure yet.
Nice.
Um, but
Well, I'll tell you, if I tell everybody that when I was really doing real estate hot and heavy, when anybody came from New England area or whatever to move to Florida, I always tell them, have you lived here before? No, we just go there on vacation. Okay,
yeah,
why
no,
don't you rent here for like 6 months just to make sure you're really gonna like it?
right.
Um,
It, it's
but
very hard in the summer, I know, because I've been down there. It's extremely humid. I
yeah,
know that it's a completely different world compared
oh
to
yeah, oh yeah,
Massachusetts, but it's more of a budget thing that's kind of dictating that.
yeah.
So Florida is just one of the places. I get what you're saying though, Paul, because it can get brutal down there. It, like, hits you like a wall.
Oh yeah. Well, no,
You
people
know?
like when they wanted to move to my community where I lived in Kissimmee at the time, and it's like, well, where are you going to work? Well, we're going to work in Orlando. I said, all right, you don't want to live in Kissimmee. Well, what do you mean? This is beautiful. I said, where are you staying? They said, well, we're staying at Disney. I said, okay, 6:30 in the morning. Why don't you come by here and just park it at the place down the street and just watch the traffic, and then let's
The
say what time
traffic's
do you think you'd have to work, and I would give them the whole scenario. I said 7 o'clock, why don't you try to
right.
drive to Orlando and see how long it takes you? Well, what do you mean? I said it's going to take you 2 hours. My office was in Orlando, 13 miles away from my house. If I left after 6:45 in the morning, it could take me an hour to an hour and a half to get 13 miles. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Just absolutely crazy. Hello, Larry. How are
Good
you?
morning, Larry. How are
Um,
you?
so I used to try to be upfront with all the clients that I dealt with and just tell them, say, I'd hate to
Right.
sell you something and in 2, 3 years you're not happy. And then the people that do buy, they don't want to go all the way back, so they go to the Carolinas because they miss the seasons. And people call them halfbacks because they go half the way back.
That's too cute. If I had the money, I would absolutely be moving to North Carolina. I love it down there.
It's nice.
But
The
the
property,
traffic's the same there too. It's like,
yeah, the property value. Well, the property prices. Sandy and I checked probably 6 months ago. We were thinking of going to North Carolina, South Carolina. The property that you could buy there is less expensive than it is here now, um, which was incredible. But
yeah,
then,
I find that hard to believe because I've been looking for
yep.
like weeks now, and it's
Well, now today everything is different. The market is
oh,
ridiculous.
right.
The market is crazy. But now tomorrow, the CDC rules on evictions ends in most of the country.
Yeah.
In a couple of places, couple of states, it ends July 30th, and then in Florida, it ends September 30th.
Uh-huh.
So by October 1st, you're going to see a whole different market.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
And I am not exactly, I'll put it this way, I'm not exactly in the position to jump on a property right now. So I was kind of hoping that the market will shift a
It
little
will.
bit
It will.
before, because it's a seller's market right now, and it's hard
Oh, yeah.
to
Yep.
want to, like, I've wanted property for a very long time, but
Right.
to actually have the opportunity, and now the market's like,
Right.
it's just, I'm gonna have to try and, like, just, I guess, get a gut feeling for when the right moment would be.
Right.
I don't know. It's not easy.
It isn't. It's like the stock market trying to say when's the right time to buy, Apple stock or whatever.
Right. Well,
Excuse me.
when Steve Jobs came up with the idea in his garage, that's
Right.
the right time.
Exactly.
So, but I think that there are opportunities to be had in southern Texas, in the Pacific Northwest. Like, if you can stand snow and cold and
Yep.
all of that, there's property by the acreage up there. I mean, just pick a spot kind of thing. And
Right.
it's still reasonably priced. But the stuff that's in already well populated areas.
Well, I mean, yeah, JRK, or why would anybody buy a property now unless they had to? Because the interest rate is good. I heard it the other day. If the interest rate goes up 1 point on a $300,000 property, that's an extra $300 you're paying. So, will the property value reduce as much to make up for that, and still you're okay paying an extra percent in interest rate? It's a balancing act. It's unfortunate to say, but you heard of, I think everybody heard about that condo that half of it collapsed in Miami.
I thought I heard something about that. I don't.
Yeah.
I live
Oh,
under a rock.
it's still missing 150 people.
That's awful.
I think people are going to be dumping condos down there off the water. I mean, I wouldn't want to live there anyway, on the water.
I wouldn't either. I mean, that's one of my considerations, because a very interesting area for me is down near Corpus Christi, down near the Mexico line. And like I said to Chuck, my husband, yesterday, I was like, I don't want to live in Louisiana because I don't want to live underwater.
Right.
It's
not just that. Like,
my likelihood of that.
Yeah. My buddy owned a townhouse in Delray Beach, and your air conditioner has to be replaced faster than it would like in Central Florida, because the salt air just comes in and attacks everything.
Right.
So it's different kind of light. And then his insurance was high, and he was 4 miles away from the ocean. But because we had those 4 hurricanes back to back to back,
right,
they skyrocketed the insurance, and it never actually came down to pre-hurricane level.
Well, not surprised. However,
right,
that's highly unfortunate, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. It's like, there are places in Newton, like, that are in a flood zone. When's the last time Newton actually flooded?
Yeah, that's true.
So a lot of people, I think, are going to be paying the price for global warming, essentially.
See, now that's the funny thing. Down here, people say, do I live? Is the property in a flood zone? And they're shocked when you tell them uh, every property in Florida is in a flood zone.
It's true. It's underwater, literally.
Yep. Well, what do you mean? Well, Florida is a peninsula. We're just floating in the water. That's why
Right.
there's no basements. It's water. It's just how bad of a flood zone you're in.
Right.
JRKR says, your husband, question mark. Did I miss something?
No, it's just easier, Jen. I'm sorry. Like, those of you who actually know me know I did not actually get married. No, there is no ring on the finger yet. There will be, but eventually. Let's see how long that takes him.
Cool.
Took him
Cool.
6 years to propose. So.
Oh, wow. Hey, if anybody has any questions, just type it in the chat. Like I said, I just wanted to come on, talk a little bit about some business stuff.
Yeah.
I figured I'd show the booth because people ask every once in a while how it's going. But if you have any questions, I just wanted to do a quick video, quick come on video. What was that? Oh,
Well, you've been on for almost an hour.
yeah.
I didn't even realize that. And I gotta get stamping. I got these hang tags.
Oh, yeah.
And I got a stamp somewhere that is like a little heart.
Yep.
And then I'm going to do that. And I haven't figured out whether I'm going to do my initials or the number 722. But that's going to be the brand tag thing. I don't know.
That's
Whatever.
cool.
So, because, it's hard. You want to be, if you're an artist, you want to sign your work,
Right. Exactly.
So, hello, Casual Flipper. Are you looking to sign off, Paul?
I'm probably going to, yeah.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you for having me.
All right, yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, have a great day, Paul.
Thank you, too. Put your email back in the chat again, too.
I will do so right now. Copy.
All right.
And paste. And thank you very much, Paul. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Yeah, so don't forget, everybody, she's looking to sell out her reselling inventory if anybody's interested. She's got a lot of stuff. She's going to put her email in. So if you're interested in what she has, if you're looking for stock, like a lot of people, I always say that you could source right from your house. But if there's no other questions, I'm going to sign off. Like I said, I just wanted to come on a little. I'm going to start doing some more shows, probably at the 5 o'clock hour. And more like this, like I used to. And we'll still do the brunch bunch in the morning, Monday, Wednesday. We're still working on a firm time. I know Fridays, everybody wants to go sourcing, and because now you can. The weather's nice just about all over the country. Hot as hell all over the country. But Fridays, estate sales, garage sales, yard sales. So if there's no other questions, excuse me, I'm going to cut it here. I appreciate everybody for coming in, spending some time with us. And thank you. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.